Welcome to Very Geek, and today we're going to be starting a new series where I compare the final blows of each villain compared to another. Today we're going to be talking about the very hot topical Katakuri finale versus the Rob Lucci finale, the Jack Gatling, one of the most iconic moments in One Piece. So we're going to pair them up to each other and see which one had the more emotion, which one was better overall, and just which one gave me the more goosebumps. Just a disclaimer, still going to flip the images, yada yada yada. But if you want to see the clips, I'll put them in the description below and you guys can check them out and watch along with me while we break them down. And then we're just going to discuss them after and then see which one was overall better. First, we're going to watch the Luffy vs. Lucci finale. Obviously, it's an iconic moment, so let's just get into it and watch it. This moment right here is one of the reasons why this fight was king of all One Piece fights for a long time. The sheer determination from Luffy. The whole thing with Robin. Everyone telling him not to go after her. Declaring world war on the entire government, their entire world. How deadly Lucci was. I want to live. Still get goosebumps. I still get chills watching that. Oh my god. It's like still such an iconic moment. I mean, there is a reanimated version of this, but I mean, to compare them both, we're obviously just gonna look into this one because this one is overall better feeling with the classic animation too. So wow. And now we're looking at the King Cobra versus Katakuri. So this is the finale of the Katakuri fight, so we're just gonna stack them up, watch this one. Obviously this one's in recent memory. If you haven't seen my live reaction to the episode, make sure you check it out. It was insane. But let's get into it. God. How beautifully animated this episode was. How long this fight was. Katakuri's character. And this little scene that they added in there I thought was really well. Wow, it's really windy outside. Holy crap. But this little scene that they put with Rayleigh was a nice touch too. Kind of like how they put Ace when he did the Red Hawk. That's one thing that Toei does right, is they mix in old scenes well with every final moment. For example, that was the scene we just watched was with Lucci, where they kept putting with the Spandam and the Robin flashbacks. Then you got the Strong World OST when he did the giant Thor axe. This whole episode was movie quality, nearly. Oh, still get excited. Wow, my chair fell. Still get excited. Ugh, goosebumps. It's so beautiful. Then like the closing in like of each impact hitting each other at the same time. All right. So, having watched both scenes and thinking about it, another reason why I was comparing them is because they're arguably the two best fights in One Piece in general. So, watching them both back, I think the best one that had the best finishing blow is definitely Lucci. Now, the best overall fight, I'm gonna give it to Katakuri. Now, the reason I say this is because in the Luffy versus Lucci fight, there was so much build-up and tension between the Straw Hat crew and just Enies Lobby in general, and the whole idea of Luffy fighting this guy over and over and over and outclassing him, and with especially the six powers too. You got the the Shigan, the Tekkai, you got all of that stuff. He was such a dangerous, like, just single-minded assassin, always telling him, oh, we're gonna chase you to the ends of the earth to get Robin, we're gonna you're declaring war on the world government and everything. So it had so much build up and emotion that the conflict with Usopp when he showed back up and gave Luffy that final push to get up, and it had so many things in it, so many highlights from that fight, that I think the culmination of everything led to that final jet Gatling that gave Luffy to put everything he had into that final push. I think it was a really, really, really great moment, and I think it was overall better than the King Cobra. Now, the King Cobra is by no means a slacker or like a trash finisher. Why I say that is because the animation sells it. Especially the way Snake Man works is so unique and interesting. The way it has to launch, then it has to bounce around and then go behind Luffy and around to the front and shoot forward, and then the nice touch of Rayleigh, and then you have the beautiful Naotoshi Shida style with the twin snakes smoking around his hand, forming the big golden cobra. And obviously it was just an illusion, but and then you see the close up of the hands like twitching and like doing whatever it was doing, and then the scene, the cell shading and the way it changed into like almost manga style, and like the clash of both hits hitting at the same time. The reason I say it's a finisher because obviously Luffy's gonna win. It's One Piece, it's a shonen, so he has to come out on top somehow. But both of them are amazing, and I just think Lucci had a better finisher, and it was more. I feel it's more iconic. Like whenever you look up Lucci, that's like the first thing you see. Like there's a whole bunch of moments for Katakuri's fight that were great, and a whole bunch of moments from Lucci's fight that was great, like the third gear, first time usage. So there's a lot in both fights. The Katakuri's fight was better because it had character development for Katakuri, and Katakuri was just an entertaining antagonist, like the best antagonist we've had probably since Doflamingo, and before him Lucci. Because what can I say about him? He was he's basically mocked / told Luffy, look, I am you but better on so many levels, and he could see the future, and he wasn't all talk. He literally showed Luffy. Luffy did an elephant gun, Katakuri did his own elephant gun but bigger and stronger with his way stronger armament haki and his observation, being able to see into the future. And not only that, we have Luffy adapting and getting stronger throughout the fight too, and being able to almost get to the level of observation haki that Katakuri was at. Sure, he didn't get there, but the fact that Luffy was also growing throughout the fight shows how much this fight had overall as for character development, just for Luffy and Katakuri. Because Katakuri at the beginning was very stoic, but now he accepted Luffy. He gave him that respect of, look, you're fighting me, I can't like trash talk you anymore, because the fact that we're both still fighting, and the fact that you've been improving and getting almost to my point. He went so far as to stab himself when his shitty ass little sister came and interrupted, and Luffy ended up getting stabbed by a spear, and he stabbed himself out of respect. Like, he put his family aside for that. Like, he's such an amazing antagonist. And the thing is too, when you usually see a new form for Luffy, that's why it reminds me a lot of the Lucci fight. When you see a new form for Luffy, you think, oh, Luffy's gonna blitz him now, like any shonen, like Super Saiyan 1 blitz Frieza. Katakuri met Gear 4 and was like, yo, Okay, you gave me a couple times. All right, now I'm gonna see in the future, and anything you do, I'm gonna dodge, and I'm just gonna hit you back with it. And he countered Luffy so well and so perfectly. It was, even with Snake Man, you thought he was gonna blitz him. No, even when he got hit, he was blocking with the armament in the cheek and the body. And even then, it was like he hit Luffy with the buzz cut mochi and hit him. He hit him so hard with the follow through. He slammed him out straight into the middle of the earth, or whatever, the mirror dimension, whatever. So I think overall, to wrap up the video and analyzation of both fights, I think Luffy versus Lucci had a better conclusion, final impact, and I would think overall Luffy versus Katakuri as a whole is a better fight than Luffy versus Lucci. Now, if you enjoyed my reaction / discussion topic and new series kind of, so let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Let me know what other pairs you guys want to see. I mean, I thought of this a couple days ago, and I was thinking, oh, maybe, we can try this out and see how this goes. So if you guys really like this, make sure you show some love, give it a like, share the video out, comment what next 2 fights you want me to see, and compare either the finishing blow or just the fights in general. Maybe I'll give it a look and see, which one is better, and analyze it for you with my opinion. All my social media links will be down in the description below, like my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Make sure you guys follow me on that for any updates or, whatever. If you miss a post, I'll post it there. Make sure you guys turn on that notification bell. And make sure you guys subscribe. Alright, everyone. Take care. Bye, guys.